our AGM a couple of weeks ago, and I'm really pleased to say that we've got 7 members on committee, plus a possible 2 more that may be joining us in the new year. It's just that we're doing sort of NVQ courses and things, and just doing things where we could take it on before Christmas. So yeah, so North Lincolnshire branch is going from strength to strength at the moment. North East Lincolnshire, no?
I think the only thing to say is that in North East Lincolnshire we have quite a prominent presence in the children's centres, although the branch don't actually meet with a formal group of volunteers at the moment. And we do sort of continue the presence with Fiona, the charitable branch in North East Lincolnshire. I would certainly like to have a few volunteers come together, you know, to share ideas and issues, but unfortunately that isn't a view that's shared by very many other people in North East Lincolnshire at the moment, so we'll keep working at it, I think.
There is an announcement I've got to make about another branch actually. You will see in your annual report there's a little map towards the back, page 21. And on there you see that we've got, in East Riding, we've got Bridlington, Bridgewood, Hockington, Bridgebury and Beverley. They have now been amalgamated to be called the East Riding branch. So that was given the go-ahead by NEC members, and we thank them for allowing us to do that, because now they're all amalgamated into East Riding branch. We've now got the 4 branches to reflect the 4 local authorities that we're under. So we've now got East Riding, North East Lincolnshire, North Lincolnshire and Hull. So it's all sort of nice and compact now.
Makes more sense for us, doesn't it?
So we're hoping to sort of set a branch going. It's a very big area, East Riding. It's not going to be an easy thing to do, I know, but it's part of my job to sort of get a few branch volunteers up and running to support East Riding. So we need a voice and sort of still in those areas, Poppington, Beverley, as I said, but it will actually be named one branch, East Riding, to make it all compact. So that's good news, and that will become official from the 1st of October 2008. Right, we've got Lorna now for National Council. We've got any updates on National Council? I don't know, Lorna, if you want to give a brief background to National Council and what it means.
The National Council is made up of representatives from each sub-county committee. I'm trying to think of what it's made up of at the moment, because I know that might change. I have only attended one of these meetings. I've been trying to get to them for a few years, but I've actually managed to be the National Council rep since February, and I've managed to attend a meeting fairly recently. One of the main things that has been discussed at National Council level has been the realignment of the preschool learning alliance structure. That's been out for consultation, and a lot of feedback was held at National Council meeting. I'm looking at Shona for reassurance when Shona was there with me. So, one of the other main focuses fairly recently has been to support volunteers. There's been a volunteer strategy group that has been set up to look specifically at giving support to volunteers and recognising the input that they have within the Alliance. It's always been recognised, but we're actually trying to formalise and put that into a more supportive structure at the moment. That's quite a long way down the line, with several policies and things to be sort of pulled together, and that should make quite a good induction pack for new volunteers coming into the organisation.
Thank you very much. Well, we've got project updates now, because it's not just about the volunteers and the branches, it's also about the staff and the work that they do within the projects. And obviously the report only runs up to March 2008. So I'd like to ask if the staff members here present have got any updates on the projects they would like to do. Fiona?
Well, further to my report, you'll see that we secured the tender for the delivery of community play activities within the children's centres in North East Link, so that was a really massive achievement, and we were able to start delivering that straight away. Some of this work was already established, but some of it is in new children's centres and in children's centres that we've never been in before, and so for the last 6 months we've been building on the good reputation that we'd already established. And really we've gone from strength to strength, and our activities and sessions that we run are very, very well attended, and we get a lot of positive feedback. And what I've been told recently is that North East Links, they obviously collect the data, and we was told that they employ quite a lot of data input clerks, but one of them for 22 hours just deals with Preschool Learning Alliance data that we for our sessions. So we were really quite astounded at that.
Oh, we're glad that they do that for us as well.
We're so glad. And this year we've continued with our holiday programme of activities. Many of them we hold in the local parks, the woods, the beach, and these activities really attract very large numbers, and we find that people are driving past thinking, wow, what's going on there, and that's great that it's the Alliance that's delivering that. Some of them have included Come Fly With Me, which was kite making, Frogs and Snails Nature Trail, Under the Sea, Over the Rainbow, den making, just to name a few. And these are enjoyed as much by the staff, I think, as well as the families, and they're not put off by the weather, which is really good. And then more recently, what we've got in the future, many of you might have heard that for the first time Grimsby's going to host what was always established in Hall of Songs at Christmas. This year it's going to be Winter Songs in Grimsby, and so there's a lot of interest and enthusiasm for that, so we're really looking forward to that event. Bulk buy service continues to operate, and the creche service is very well sought after, so that just last week interviewed 6 more casual workers, so we're finding it quite hard to keep up with the demand. So all is very well and very busy.
Brilliant.
If I can just comment, I think the growth of work in North East Lincolnshire has been particularly outstanding. And Fiona and the team do particularly need recognising for the excellent work they've been doing recently.
Anybody else? Maggie?
The Humber Early Literacy Project has now got 24 groups across Hull and East Riding, of which 6 are now in East Riding. We've actually sort of taken on 5 new volunteers quite recently, whereas we used to have quite problems in getting volunteers. We're doing quite well in that area. To give you some figures, since the beginning of this year, the project's had 129 parents and 156 children have joined the mini libraries in the parent and toddler groups. And to give you an idea of book loans, during the January to March period, 282 books were loaned out from just 10 of the groups. Okay, and we enjoy links with Bookstart, the Central Library,